Mansa Musa donated 85,000 grams of gold during his pilgrimage to Mecca. Less known is that Asikya Muhammad of Songhay gave away 5 times more gold than Musa during his own pilgrimage, donating more than 425,000 grams of gold for the sake of Allah. al-Raḥmān Sa'di mentions this in his famous book Tārīkh al-Sūdān, as translated by John Hunwick. Sultan Kankan Mūsā was the first sultan to rule Songhay. He was a just and pious man, whom none of the other sultans of Mali equaled in such qualities. He made the pilgrimage to the sacred house of Allah, departing, Allah knows best, in the early years of the 8th century. He set off in great pomp with a large party, including 60,000 soldiers and 500 slaves, who ran in front of him as he rode. Each of the slaves bore in his hand a wand fashioned from 500 mithqals of gold. He took the route through Walāta, which is in the upper lands, and through the location of Tuwāt. Many of his party stayed behind in Tuwāt because of a foot ailment which befell them on the journey and settled there. The foot ailment was called Tuwāt in their language, and so the place was named after it. The Easterners who chronicled his visit were astonished at how mighty a ruler he was. However, they did not characterize him as generous or open-handed, since, despite the great size of his kingdom, he gave out no more than 20,000 mithqals of gold as charity at the 2 holy places, compared with the 100,000 mithqals which Eski al-Hajj Muhammad had donated. A mithqal is said to have been approximately 4.25 grams of gold. The so-called wands the slaves were carrying would have weighed over 2 kilograms each. Mansa Musa donated 20,000 mithqals during his pilgrimage to Mecca, about 85,000 grams of gold, while Asikya Muhammad is said to have donated 100,000 mithqals, about 425,000 grams of gold, all for the sake of Allah. Perhaps Allah blessed them with immense wealth due to their generosity, and perhaps it was their subduing of uncivilized pagans whose lands were abundant in gold which caused this, all for the sake of Allah.